Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Syllabus D Paper 1. For the session of May-June 2024, we have the subject code 4024 and the variant of the paper is 12. We have 2 hours for the paper and this paper is carrying 80 marks. And we are not allowed to use scientific calculator or any kind of calculator in this paper. Here we will start the question from number system. Here are the 5 temperatures in degrees Celsius: 4, 1, -6, 0 and -2. Write these temperatures in order starting with the lowest. We know that in negative the number is greater means number is the lowest. So -6 is the lowest temperature, then it would be -2, then it would be 0, then it would be 1 and 4. Part B is similar. Write these numbers in the order of size starting with the smallest: 0.545, 3 by 8 and 40. We know that 40% means 40 by 100 and 40 by 100 means 0.40. Now we need to convert this 3 by 8 into decimals, and we know that 8 3s are 24. And here we already know that this answer is 0.3 and 0.3 would be the smallest answer. So we don't need to carry forward all the division. We already know that the smallest number would be 0.3, and whatever the answer, it may be 7.5, it may be 8.5, we know that it may be 0.375, but we don't need to write down the whole answer because 0.3 is enough to confirm that it is the lowest from 3 numbers. Then it would be 40%, then it would be 0.45. So this is how we done this question smartly. Now moving to question number 2. Question number 2 is from the topic of symmetry and rotational symmetry. Okay. This part A is that shade one small circle, one small square, so the diagram has one line of symmetry. Okay, we already know that this part is shaded, this part is shaded and this part is shaded. So we need to draw the one. If we draw the symmetry line over here, and we will note that this part is shaded, this, and over here this part should also be shaded. So we're gonna shade this part to show that the line of symmetry. Okay, it would be like that. Moving to its B parts, shade one more small circle to that has the rotation symmetry of 2. We know there are 2 shaded squares, so we're gonna shade the square here as well. So this is how we have completed question number 2 as well. Okay, moving to question number 3. Question number 3 is that Olga writes a list of 5 numbers. This is an interesting question of simple statistic, and the median of the number is 12. We know that if there are 5 numbers, then the median number would be the central number, and the central number here is 12. The mode of the number is 11. We know that mode is the most repeated value, and from 11 should be before 12, and we can say it would be 2, and the range of the number is 10. It means the highest minus lowest should be equal to 10. Then the highest minus lowest is equal to range, that is equal to 10. And we know that highest we don't know, and the lowest is 11. Then highest would be 10 plus 11, it would be 21. So we're gonna write our answer 21 over here. And the sum of all number is 75, and the sum of all numbers are 75. So 11 plus 11 plus 12 plus x plus 21 is equal to 75. After solving this, it would be like that: 75 minus 55. So x would be 20. So they are the 5 numbers: 21, 20, 12, 11 and 11. So this was the simple but somewhat tricky question. Convert 4 kilograms to gram. This is a simple conversion. You need to multiply 4 by 1000 because 1 kg has 1000 grams. So we're gonna get the answer 4000 grams. Next part is convert 250 centimeter cube to liters. We know that 1 centimeter cube has 1 liter has 1000 centimeter cube. So we're gonna divide 250 by 1000. After dividing 250 by 1000, we get the answer that is equal to 0.250 liters. So this was again an easy question. Moving to question number 5. In this question, all dimensions are given in centimeter. The diagram shows a parallelogram. Find the perimeter of the parallelogram. We know that the perimeter for the parallelogram should be like to the rectangle, and 6 plus 11 is 17. Then 17 multiplied by 2, answer would be 34. So our perimeter for this shape would be 34 centimeter. Moving to its B part. B part is that the diagram shows a trapezium. The area of the trapezium is 36 centimeter square. Find the value of y. So it would be 1/2 sum of parallel sides multiplied by height. And the area of trapezium we already know that is 36, and 2 gonna multiply over here, and we're gonna divide by 4. Y plus 13, 72 by 4, y plus 13, then 72 by 4, answer would be 18, y plus 13, then y is equal to 18 minus 13. We get the answer y is equal to 5. And if it is in the centimeter, we will write centimeter over here as well. Okay, moving to question number 6. 6 is that Jack uses number cards to make a 2-digit number. Complete the missing card to give a 2-digit number that is not a prime number. Okay, we can write 1 over here, but 13 is a prime number, and over here mention is that it should not be a prime number. We can add 23. 23 is again a prime number. We can write 33. We cannot write 43. We can write 63 as well. We can write 93 as well because these are not the prime numbers. So you can write 63 as well. Okay, me says when I add a 2 multiple of 3, the answer is always a multiple of 6. Give an example to show that me is wrong. Okay, multiple of 3 are, if we're gonna add like that, 3 plus 6, we know that 3 plus 6 is 9. Now these are the multiple of 3, but 9 is not the multiple of 6. So we have shown that 9 is not a multiple of 6. So we have proven me wrong. Okay, next part is work out 2 by 7 divide 1 by 3. Okay, this is the simple question. Okay, 2 by 7, then it would be 3 by 1. After solving it, it would be 6 by 7. So our answer would be 6 by 7. Next part is work out 5 by 4. We're gonna multiply 5 into 4, and we're gonna multiply 6 into 3, and 6 4s are 24. So we're gonna add up them. 20 plus 18 divided by 24, it would be 38 over 24. We get we're gonna solve it 19 by 12, or we need to provide our answer in the mixed fraction. That would be 1 whole 7 by 12. So 1 whole 7 by 12 would be our final answer for this question number 7, part B. Okay, moving to question number 8. Question number 8 is about speed time. Okay, a train leaves at the station at 7:43. The train arrives at station B is 10:27. Work out the time train takes to travel from station A to station. You can subtract these two times to get the answer, but there is a simple method as well. 7:43, then 8:43, then 9:43, then 10 o'clock. Then after 10 o'clock it is 10:27. So there is 1 hour, and here it would be 17 minutes, and here it would be 27. Then 17 plus 27 would be 44 minutes. 17 plus 27 would be 44 minutes, and 1 plus 1 would be 2 hours. So it would require 2 hours 44 minutes to travel from station A to station B. A bus leaves the bus station at 6:25. It leaves at the airport at 7:05. The distance from the bus station to the airport is 6:24. Calculate the average speed. Okay, we know that the formula for the average speed is distance over time, and we already know the distance, and we can calculate the time. 6:25 to 7, it would be 35 minutes. Then add 35 plus 5, it would be 35 plus 5, it would be 40 minutes. We need to convert 40 minutes into hours. So 40 divided by 60, it would be 4 by 6, it would be 2 by 3 hours. So we're gonna divide 2 by 3, and 3 gonna multiply over here. So we're gonna solve it. 24 by 2 is 12, and 12 multiplied by 3 is 36 kilometer per hour would be our answer for this question. Moving to question number 9. Question number 9 is from the topic of probability. This is a simple probability question. There are red pens, blue pens, and black pens. There are X red pens, okay, and the number of blue pens is 5 more than the number of red pens. If red pens are X and blue pens are 5 more than the red pens, 5 more than the red pens, it means 5 plus X. And the black pens are BL, we can write for black pen. It's 2 times the number of blue pens, so we're gonna multiply 2 times by 5 plus X. So we need to find the total number of pens. So we're gonna add red plus blue plus, it would be X plus 5 plus X plus 2 into 5 plus X. X plus X would be 2X, 2X plus 5, then it would be 10, it would be 2X. The answer would be 4X plus 15. Next part is the link part. The total number of pens in the box is 27. Find the number of red pens in the box. We know the red pens are X, so we need to find the X. Then 4X plus 15 is equal to 27. After 15 gonna subtract from 27, we get the 12. Then X is equal to 12 by 4, and X is equal to 3. So red pen would be 3. So this was an easy question. Moving to question number 10. The scale diagram shows a part of a field ABCD. The scale is 1 centimeter to 50 centimeter. Okay. Measure the bearing of C from B. First part is the bearing. We need to measure the bearing. So we're gonna find the angle from over here. You can see that the angle is 69, or you can say to 70. So the angle over here is 70 degree, and the bearing should be in 3 digits, so you should write 070 degree. Okay, D is 250 from the, and the scale for the diagram is given, that is 1 centimeter to 50 meter. Okay, and the D is 250 meter from C and 300 meter from A. So use a ruler and compass to complete the scale diagram. 250 meters means 5 centimeter. You're gonna divide by 50, and 300 divided by 50, you get the 6 centimeter. Okay, so you need to draw these lines. So D is 250 from C. So you need to open your compass to 5 centimeter to get the point. Okay, so after opening to 5 centimeter, you need to put that drawing over here, and also from A you need to draw 6 centimeter line. So 0 to 6 centimeter. Hopefully you can see this, 0 to 6 centimeter. Now put it over here, and you need to plot it here. These two lines are not intersecting. We have to redraw the first curve. Okay, from C, and you can now have the drawing over here. You need to raise this extra line. Now you need to plot this line to get the D. So it would be like that. You can also draw it from your lead pencil or by color pen. Okay, so this was our question number 2. So this was our point D. You can write over 6 centimeter or 300 meter. Oh no, 250 and 5 centimeter, and you can write 6 centimeter or 300 meter. Okay, for the C part, there is a path across the field. The path is equidistant from AB and BC. Use a straight edge and compass to construct the path. It means it is equidistant from AB and BC. You need to draw the angle bisector. So it would be like that. Okay. Now you need to draw their bisector. So this would be our line that would show the path that is equidistant from AB to and BC. Hopefully you get the understanding. This was a very good question from the topic of loci and scale diagram we have used. Okay, now moving to question number 11. Question number 11 is, by writing each to correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of this. Okay, 5 plus 4 and 878, you can write 900. And we know that it would be 5 plus 4, 9, and it would be 9 by 30. If we are going to solve 9 by 30, we get 3 by 10 and 3 by 10 means 0.3. So we're gonna write our answer 0.3. Moving to question number 12a part. A part is that find the value of a when b is equal to minus 2. Then a is equal to 5 minus 2 plus 7. It would be minus 10 plus 7. It would be minus 3. So a would be minus 3. Then rearrange the formula to make d as a subject. It would be like that. C plus 9 is equal to 4d. Then 4d is equal to c plus 9. D is equal to c plus 9 over 4. So this would be over subject, c plus 9 over 4. So this was an easy question 2. Moving to question number 13. Question number 13 is related to stats. Kamal records the number of phone calls he received at the work each day for 20 days. Number of phone calls are given. Okay, find the relative frequency of Kamal receiving 0 to 5 phones. Okay, we know that 0 to 5 has a frequency of 9, and the relative frequency has a formula of frequency over total. So 9, and the total values are for 20 days, so 9 by 20 would be our relative frequency. Okay, moving to its B part. Kamal works for 160 days. Find the number of these days Kamal would expect to receive 11 or more phone calls at work. Okay, for more phone calls, 4 plus 2, it would be 6. And 6 divided by total, that is 20. And for 160 days, you're gonna multiply it by 160. You get the answer 6 into 8. It would be 48. Okay. Moving to question number 14. Question number 14 is from the topic of standard form and scientific figures. Write the 42 million in standard form. Okay. There are 6 zeros, so we're going to convert it into 10 raised to power 7. It would be like that. Okay, evaluate 1.3 into 10 raised to power minus 4. And first we need to make the same index of power 10. So it would be like that. 0.13 into 10 raised to power minus 4 plus minus 3. Okay, plus 7.4 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Now take 10 raised to power minus 3 as common. You will be left with 0.13 plus 7.4. You're gonna add 0.13 into 7.4. You get the answer 7.53 into 10 raised to power minus 3. So this would be our answer. Moving to question number 15. Question number 15 is from the topic of similarity and congruency. Triangle ABC is mathematically similar to triangle CBD. AB is equal to 5 centimeter and AC is equal to 7 centimeter. BC is equal to 8 cm. Calculate BD. It means that we need to calculate this BD. Okay. BD is from this angle equal to BD. Then over here, this angle has front side is 8. Okay. Now this unknown in this triangle, this unknown angle has a front side of 8, and this unknown angle has the front side of 5. So you're gonna cross multiply it to solve it. So BD is equal to 8 into 8 over 5. It would be 64 by 5. So you can write 64 by 5 as well, or you can write into the improper fraction, or you can divide it to get 12.8 centimeters. So In both ways, answer would be acceptable. Okay, moving to question number 16. Question number 16 is from the topic of inequalities. The region R is defined by these inequalities. Y is greater than or equal to 2x, x plus y is less than or equal to 4, and x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, first we need to plot y is greater than 2x. When y is equal to 2x, if x value is 0, the value of y would be 0 too. X value is 2, then y value it would be 4. So we're gonna plot that 0 at 0, and for value of 2 it would be value of 4. So we're gonna plot these lines and joining these two lines. Because these are the straight line, we don't need to put so many points to draw these. That's why we are taking only 2 points. You can take as many points as you want, but I think 2 points are enough. Moving to its other part, it would be x plus y is equal to 4. Then y is equal to 4 minus x. Again, x is 0, then y is 4. If x is 1, or you can say x is 2, then y is 2. Okay, now you need to plot these 2 points. At 0, y is 4. At 0, y is 4. This would be the point. At 2, the point is 2. Okay, now we need to join these 2 points. You also need to write the equation as well over here, so you don't get misunderstanding which line is showing which equation. I have drawn it with the different colors so you can find it comfortably. Next is x is greater than or equal to 0, and this line would be like that. Now we need to find and label the region R. Okay. Y is less than or equal to 2x. Y is y is greater than or equal to this line. It means greater than, it means its upper end should be shaded. All these lines should be shaded. X plus y is less than, it means it's lower. It's less than, so it means its lower side should be shaded. And x is greater than or equal to 0, it means this line should be shaded. So the common region over here would be like that, and we're gonna write R over here. So this would be over label diagram and shaded portion. Okay, so this was an easy question from the inequalities, but you need to carefully draw those lines. Some students make stupid mistakes in drawing these. Okay, moving to question number 17. Question number 17 is from the topic of circle properties. A, B, C and D are the points on the circle at center O. Angle BAD is 120 degree and angle OBC is equal to 20 degree. Find the value of x. Okay, we know that OB and OC are radii, so this angle would also be equal to 20 degree. And if this is a cyclic quadrilateral ABCD, it means that these angles should be equal to 180 degrees. So we're gonna calculate like that. 120 plus x plus 20 is equal to 180. After solving it, we get the value fx, that is equal to 40 degree. So we're gonna write our answer, x is equal to 40 degree. Next is find the value of y. We can see that if this value is y, it means this value should be 2y. This is the circle property where the angle at the circumference is half of the angle suspended at the center. Okay, so we're gonna add 2y plus 20 is equal to 180 to get the answer of y. 2y plus 20 is equal to 180. So get the value, that is 2y is equal to 180 minus 40. We get the value 2y is equal to 140, then y is equal to 70 degree. So this would be our final answer for the value of y. Moving to question number 18. Question number 18 is from the topic of indices. 125 raised to power minus 1 by 3. We know that 5 raised to power 3 multiplied by minus 1 by 3. We're going to cancel 3 by 3. It would be 5 raised to power minus 1. And we don't like the negative sign in the upper value, so we take the reciprocal to get the answer in positive 1 by 5. Next is B part. Simplify a cube over 4a raised to power 3 by 2. First we're gonna simplify the inside the bracket. It would be a square over 4, then it would be 3 by 2, then a square multiplied by 3 by 2, and 4, you know that 4 is the power of 2 square, then multiply by 3 by 2, you get the value a cube over 2 cube, and a cube over 2 cube would be a cube over 8. So the final answer would be a cube by 8. So this was a very easy question. Moving to question number 19, it is from the topic of limit of accuracy. The mass of a bag of almonds is 125 gram. Correct to the nearest gram. Write down the lower bound of the mass of the bag of the almond. We know that it is nearest to 1 gram. Then 1 divided by 2, it would be 0.5. After subtracting 125 minus 0.5, we get the value 124.5. Okay. Next part, the mass of a large box is 500 gram. Correct to the nearest 10 gram. The mass, it means 500 has the value, two values. It would be 10 divided by 2. It would be 5. So 505 and 495, and for 250 it would be 245 and 255. It's upper and lower value. Okay, calculate the upper bound, the difference between the mass of large box and the mass of the small box. So upper bound difference should be like that: larger upper bound minus smaller lower bound. The larger upper bound has a value of 505 and lower bound has a value of small is 245. After subtracting, we get the value 260. So our answer is 260 grams. Okay, moving to question number 20. Question number 20 is from the topic of function. F of x is equal to 2 minus 4x over 5. Find f inverse of x. We know that let y is equal to 2 minus 4x over 5. Then we need to make the subject of y 5y 2 minus 4x. It would be 5y minus 2 is equal to minus 4x. It would be like that. 4x is equal to 2 minus 5y. Then x is equal to 2 minus 5y over 4. We're gonna replace it x by y it would be like that. 2 minus 5x over 4 is over f inverse of x. Now next part is simplify f of x minus f2 of x. Okay. f of x has a value that is 2 minus 4x over 5, then 2 minus 4 into 2x over 5. Now this is the simple question of algebra. I'm gonna solve it. 2 minus 4x minus 2 plus 8x over 5. You're gonna cancel 2 by 2. 8x minus 4x, it would be 4x over 5. Sorry. Now you can see the answer. 4x over 5 is our answer. So that was the question number 20. Moving to question number 21. Question number 21 is again from the topic of statistic. Okay, the table show the height of 180 sunflower. Height and frequency is given. Complete the histogram. And histogram is showing frequency density and with the height. So we need to calculate the frequency density. For calculating frequency density, we know the formula for the frequency density is frequency over class width, and the class width would be over here is for 20. 140 minus it would be 20, it would be 10, and it would be 10 as well. And 28 divided by 20, we get the frequency density, or you're gonna solve it. 14 by 10, get the value 1.4, and over here it would be 60 over 20, 0 0, and 60 divided by 2, it would be 3, and it would be 68 divided by 10, it would be 6.8. It would 24 divided by 10, it would be 2.4. So these are the frequency density which we have calculated. Now we need to plot these values into the graph given below. Okay, first one is plotted, 1.4 to 120. Next one we have to plot, and it is 3 to 140. Okay, this value is 3 to 140. Okay. Now next value is 6.8. okay, it means we need to go up till here to here. Okay, the last part is 2.4, and the 2.4 would be here and here, and you need to plot this graph as well, like that. So this is our complete histogram for the frequency density. Moving to question number 22. Question number 22 is the trickiest question of this paper. Okay, the diagram shows the graph of y is equal to 1 over x plus x by 2. By drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve when x is equal to 2. Okay, we need to plot the graph and the gradient at x is equal to 2. So you need to very carefully plot. I have already plotted with the lead pencil, because you need to very carefully draw. X is equal to 2, and you need to draw over here, and over here there is not x is equal to, so you need to draw the tangent very carefully over here. after drawing the tangent you need to calculate the gradient as well, or we can make our triangle over here, and from after making triangle you can calculate y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to calculate the gradient. So there are the two boxes, so you can say y2 minus y1 is 1.4 minus, or you can say 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 1, and for x2 minus x1 you can say it is 2 over here is 0.5 and over here is 0.6, so you can say is 2 minus 0.6. so you can plot it over here 0.5 over 1.4, or you can say it is 5 over 14. And you can divide 5 by 14 to get the answer. And you get the value 5 divided by 14, and that is equal to 0.35 or so on. So you can write 5 by 14 is also the clear answer, or you can write 0.35. Examiner in the answer key is mentioning any answer that is between 0.2 to 0.4 is correct. That's why it takes me so much time in calculating, because I was referring with the answer key, and answer key is suggesting any answer between 0.2 to 0.4 would be considered correct. Even you can write your answer in the form of fraction 5 by 14, it would be considered right. And if your answers come 5 by 15 or it is between close to this value, your answer will be considered correct. Okay, moving to its other part, by drawing a suitable line on the grid, find the solution of 1 by x minus f5x by 2 plus 1 equal to 0. So you need to draw this line as well. Okay, we know that y has the value of this 1 by x is equal to plus x by 2, and you can say y is equal to 1 by x plus x by 2, and y1 by y minus x by 2 has the value of 1 by x. So you're gonna put this value of 1 by x over here in this equation. After substituting this value 1 by x, that is y minus x by 2 minus 5x by 2 plus 1 equal to 0, you get the value that is y minus 6x by 2 plus 1 equal to 0. Cancel 2 with 6, you get the value y is equal to minus 3x, gonna be added 3x minus 1. So y is equal to 3x minus 1 would be over line. So we're gonna plot this graph y is equal to 3x minus 1. For plotting we need to take any two values. If we put x is equal to 0, we get the y is equal to 3 into 0, and it would be minus 1. So the point would be 0 and minus 1. And if we put the value 3, or you can say we put the value of 1, 3 into 1 would be 3, 3 minus 1 it would be 2. So the point would be 0, minus 1 and 1, 2. We're gonna plot this line 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1, it would be here, and 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So this would be our line. Okay, you need to carefully join these 2 points, and you can also take as many points as you want, but 2 points are enough in straight line equations. When the equation is linear, you only need to plot the 2 points. Okay, now you need to these are the lines that when they are cutting at x-axis, so you need to carefully plot these lines. So you need to identify, it would be 0.85 approximately, and it would be 0.5, or you can say 445. Both answer will be considered correct. So you're gonna write over here 0.45, and 0.45 was in negative, and 0.85 it was in positive. You can see over here the value was in negative. So this was the tricky question of this paper, the only tricky question of this paper. Okay, I must say that was a very good question. Moving to question number 23, find A inverse. A inverse, we know the formula for the A inverse is adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. Adjoint of A would be like changing the position of the primary diagonals and changing the sign of secondary diagonal, and you're gonna get the determinant by simply taking the determinant 3 into 0 minus 1 into 2, it would be plus 2. So inverse would be, so A inverse would be like that: 1 by 2, 0 minus 2 minus 1, 3, or you can divide by 2. After dividing by 2, you get the value over here. It would be plus 1, and 1 by 2, 3 by 2, and minus 1. So this is our answer after dividing by 2. Part B is Ax is equal to 7, 4. Find x. We know the x would be A inverse of 7, 4. We just calculated A inverse, that is equal to 0, minus 1, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, and 7, 4. Now you need to multiply these values. It would be like that: 0 into 7 plus 1 by 2 into 4, and minus 1 into 7 plus 3 by 2 into 4. After solving it, you get the value 0 plus 2 and minus 7 plus 6, and it would be 2 minus 1. So our answer would be 2 minus 1. Okay, moving to question number 24. 24 is from the topic of algebra. You need to solve this equation. Okay, by cross multiplying x into x minus 3, then minus 5 into x minus 1, it would be x minus 1 into x minus 3 equal to 1. So you get the value that is equal to x square minus 3x minus 5x plus 5 and you're gonna multiply over here x minus 1 into x minus 3. You get the value x square minus 8x plus 5. Over here x square minus 3x, then minus x, then plus 3. Okay. X square minus 8x plus 5, it would be x square minus 4x plus 3. You're gonna cancel with it, and minus 8x plus 4x, it would be 3 minus 5. You get the value that is equal to 4x is equal to 2, and then x is equal to 1 by 2. So our answer would be 1 by 2. Okay, moving to last question of this paper, question number 25. That is from the topic of vector. Okay, OCB is a triangle. A is a point on OC such that OA ratio AC is OA ratio AC is 1:3. It means the total value is 3. X is the midpoint of BC. This is the midpoint. OA and OB has a value. Find the position vector of X. You need to find the position vector of X. Okay. We know that BC. Okay, I'm solving here so you can see the answer. And question as well. BC is equal to BO plus OC, and BO is the value minus B plus 4A. Now BX, we know that BX, first we have to join O with the X, and X is the midpoint of BC. Okay, so it would be like that. BX is equal to Bx is equal to xc because they are the equal, and 1 by 2 minus b plus 4a. So we get the value minus b by 2 plus 2a. Okay, we already know that OX is equal to OB plus BX. Value of OB is B, and BX we just calculated, minus B by 2 and plus 2A. After solving it, we get the value 2A is equal to B by 2. So this would be our final answer. Hopefully you get the understanding of this paper. This was the latest paper of May June 2024. If you do find any difficulty, you can ask in the comment section. I will do reply all the queries related to the question. Do refer it to your friend who need guidance, and don't forget to subscribe this channel so I could make more and more videos for there to help you and guide you in the best of my knowledge. Thank you so much for watching this video, and Allah Hafiz.